Times like these, it's sometimes important just to take a minute and think about what actually matters. So today, we are going to take another look at the Girl Guide cookies. That is right, Girl Guides. Girl Guides are, it's a NGO sort of group that works out of Canada. If you are American, you would be familiar with the Girl Scouts. This is the Canadian version of that, essentially. And just like the Girl Scouts, or I don't know, you might have something similar to that, young girls getting a chance to, some, it's a special community group, right, for young girls to go out and do things together, learn things, sort of community building with some education, and just good things all around. Especially for girls who, in most parts of the world, don't get anywhere near enough support. So the Girl Guides or the Girl Scouts, both of which are really wonderful organizations, have they do a lot of stuff for girls. One of the things that they do as part of their fundraising, as well as sort of community outreach that they do, is they sell cookies. So 2 times a year they'll go out and have drives where they're selling cookies. And I actually have reviewed the Girl Guides, one of their sets of cookies. So basically they do 2 drives. They do a drive in the fall and a drive in the spring. And this is how they work in Canada, the guides. They'll go door to door and they'll sell you cookies. They'll knock on your door. Hi, do you want to buy some cookies? $5 a box. In the springtime, they sell these cookies, which are basically like Oreo style cookies, right? You've got a chocolate and you've got a vanilla, both of which are packaged in this box. And in the fall, they sell thin mint cookies, which are like chocolate covered, mint flavored things of deliciousness. They're very good. Those are the ones that I reviewed before. So I haven't looked at these Girl Guide cookies, but when I was growing up, these are certainly the cookies that we could only get. I don't remember ever having the thin mint cookies when I was a kid. Now, I don't know if that's because my parents never bought them when the Girl Guides came to my house. Although I guess my sister was a Girl Guide. I really don't remember her selling cookies ever, though. Anyway, these were the cookies that I grew up with. And in the olden days, you would buy either a box of the vanilla or a box of the chocolate flavored. Essentially, they're sandwich style cookies like Oreos. Here's the everything she wants to be. I think that's the tagline of the Girl Guides. And chocolate and vanilla, no artificial colors or flavors, and peanut free. I think these are also halal certified. Let's see if it says anything else on here. Are they gluten free? They might be. Discover, explore, create. Anyway, Girl Guides of Canada. If you want to know more about Girl Guides, girlguides.ca is what I was going to say, and it's right there. It really is a great organization. And for young girls, you can start out in, what do they call it, brownies. Thank you. So anyway, the money raised by selling cookies goes to, goes to help the guides, right? So I think it is well worth the $5 a box. These have been opened because I can't stop my family from, getting into them. But here they are. There's 2 rows. There's only 1 vanilla left. I think the vanillas are really good. I'm actually more of a fan of vanillas probably than the chocolates. Whoa, let's move this kind of out of the way here. Yeah, get a couple of them out here. Basically, that's it. It has the Girl Guides symbol, which is a 3-leaf clover. And with a little dot in the middle of it. I guess this one has a dot in the middle of it too. That's probably part of the manufacturing process. And they smell great. A little more like a Fudgio than an Oreo, right? Like you break that and you can see the tops don't. It's not like they're kind of tricky to pry apart. It's a little stuck on a little bit more than that. So they're not exactly like the Nestle. Those are Nestle, right? The Fudgios and the Oreos. But the frosting is good. not overdone. It's like heavier on the cookie than on the filling. That is for sure. Whereas I feel like a lot of these other kind of sandwich style cookies have leaned more towards the heavily sugared frosting. But, you know, in recent years. But I would say that this is a pretty good balance, a pretty good mix. You know, it's a cookie. That's how the cookie crumbles. There's crumbs. You just gotta deal with it. In terms of the chocolate, pretty reminiscent of a Fudgio. Fudgy, I thought they were called Fudgios or Fudgies. What are they called? I never buy them, so I'm trying to think. Anyway, really like it. You know, just strong all around. I got to say, for my money though, the vanilla is where it's at. Yeah. It's got a great kick to it. Like, you know, you can really taste the vanilla in there. It's like actually vanilla flavored, not just like nondescript frosting flavored with a tiny bit of vanilla in it. It's actually vanilla flavored. Okay. Last one, I gotta save that other half for my wife probably. But despite the mess here, these are very good. I definitely recommend them. And, you know, it's a good cause. Like, these only come around every once in a while. We're not like a big cookie family here, so I'd rather have ice cream or candy, I suppose. But, you know, I guess if I was buying cookies, these are the ones to get, just because it's a really good cause. So I think that you guys should check them out if you have a chance. You know, help out the guides, like support them. If you've got your own version of Girl Guides or your own version of some sort of a community group for young kids, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. And do you guys have any local treats that are like from fundraising efforts put on by that group? Let me know. I'd be interested to hear about what it's like in different parts of the world, in different countries. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. I'm going to give these a, you know, it's on a different sort of scale than I normally rate because this is a cookie scale. I'm going to give them a 5 out of 5. The cookies themselves are totally good. You know, I might even, like, because an Oreo is so distinct, I feel like it's almost unfair to put it up against that. These are their own thing. For what they are, they're very, very good. And they get bonus points for the cause. So that brings it up to a full 5 in my estimation. You guys let me know what you think, though. Do you prefer these, or if you are in Canada, do you prefer these sandwich-style cookies, or do you prefer the ones in the fall, the Thin Mint-style cookies? I know when I lived in the States, they have other flavors like the Samoa? Not samosa, Samoa. It's like those are very different things. They've got the Girl Scouts sell like I think a bunch of different varieties. Anyway, let me know what's going on with you in the comments below. Thanks for everything, guys. I appreciate your time today, and I will talk to you next time. So long.